Yo guys, back with another Videante, and today we're doing Rogue Mage. These comps were actually not that bad, but we were at this for like an hour and a half, just going from like 1950 to 2100, and it was pretty fucking toxic. These guys are really geared, and it's not really that fun whenever you have zero gear, and it's even if we have 70 plus KHP, it's like when we have 226 conduits versus people that are 83 to 84k. This was actually a super close game. I actually played really bad here. I cheap shot and then I cheap shot again because he has that fucking shield. So this opener was like really bad because he's blink stun and on top of that he's using the immunity trinket. And this guy actually messaged me after the game. He was mad that I had cheat death because like you'll see here how I survived. So we actually bust on him. Their mage just watch my HP. Just look at my HP for a second. So it's one frostbolt, two frostbolt, my HP. Okay, so two frostbolts and I'm basically dead. Since the heal doesn't do anything anymore, you kind of have to run cheat Death or else you're gonna just die. So like unless you're playing with a healer, you're always gonna be running cheat death. Like always run with rogue mage. So as you can see, they swapped my mage for 2 seconds and he just gets 100 out. I pre-sap him. The problem is we can't DB sheep this guy. Like you literally cannot see this guy. So I had to blind him, but all he has to do is click the button. This is where I was so close to dying. Look at my HP here. So thankfully I had cheat death. Because if I didn't, and I actually had a fatty heal because of my curing file. Look at my HP right now. This guy was so upset, so mad. Imagine how mad this kid is in life. My mage actually does pretty decent peeling. We get a re, and I am at 0 HP right now. The way that we win this game is pretty fucking nutty, I ain't gonna lie. So he has ward, my mage needs to steal it. So he steals ward. We're in a really good spot just because the priest doesn't have guardian and he has no trinket. And I think we have bust. So my add-ons is actually bugged right now, so I can't see my mage's cooldown. So this whole gameplay, I can't see any of my mage's cooldowns. Like, so it's pretty insanely bad that I can't see any of their shit either, like on the side of their screen. But it's not a big deal. I'm in voice with him, so and he's also my brother, so he's literally right next to me, so we're chilling. So I actually cheap shot the shield off him. We get a kidney, so we have to kill him here or else we lose the game. And we do take him out. I thought he was res logo for a second, but he wasn't, so we do take those W's. Big damn. And yeah, we do get this dub. I do have Nelf still, so we're just waiting on that. And the thing about streaming that I was gonna do, I was gonna stream, but I was like, I'd rather just focus on YouTube for right now. It's like it's too much to like stream and then also try to do my YouTube videos because I really want to focus on my YouTube. It's been growing like a really good, and I don't want to just like slow down because I want to start streaming. It's like I'd rather just keep doing YouTube and do what I want to do instead of doing what everyone else wants me to do. I'd rather just if I want to do something, I'll do it. So that's just how it's gonna be. And guess what? If you guys are still mad that I beat the melon's ass, I just want to tell you something. I absolutely apologize again to absolutely fucking nobody. Ain't no motherfucker gonna tell me what to do, bitch. Yeah, yeah. What you gonna do, bruh? What you gonna do? So the game's still going on. Obviously, we actually kick him here. Actually, we don't kick anything, and he dies. Big damn. Next game, Windwalker Priest. Now, what we're going to do here is we want to sap the priest and then our mage DBs the monk at the same time. I thought he was see, honestly, I wasn't really planning on him to do anything because he's that type of player. So he actually just sits there and does nothing. So we get Trinket. Whenever you do this, you don't want to do this. He did not have to click all the buttons right there. So what we do is we sheep the monk and then we swap and we get guardian. Now, had he been out there and he pre-ported, he could have just Trinket ported instead of diffusing. So the fact that he was staying still and mounted up just like really fucked them over. So we get Monk's Trinket, we get Diffuse, and we get Guardian all on the one go just because we didn't retreat off that just the Trinket. Because if you always want to try to go for more, especially on Buscos. So I don't have Trinket anymore, which is kind of scary. But it's not like a terrible time. We still have Vanish here, so we're gonna Kidney. He's gonna Sheep. We're gonna. It looks like our mage uses our Trinket. We blind. He couldn't actually pre-death my blind, I think. This guy actually almost dies somehow. So unhealable damage. I have no damage meter because, like I said, my add-ons are bugged right now. So as you can see on my mage's tab bar, I can now see his add-ons. I don't know what the fuck was the problem with it, but we do take those dubs. And basically, our goal now is to CC the priest and then kill the Windwalker. So what we're gonna do is pre-sap the Windwalker and then either cheap shot the priest or he can double DB and it's basically just GG. But let's see what happens here. So we're gonna pre-sap. So he's gonna come in double DB. We actually cheap shot just in case he misses it. We're gonna put the trinket in the perfect spot so it doesn't break the sheep. So it hits him, doesn't break the sheep, and we do get the dub. On to the next game. Next game, we're going in here quick. We're sapping. We're opening here. This is actually a really fast game. We get pet sec. I actually trinket the trap to sap him again, and then I cheap shot him off that because we want to instantly swap because he sheep the priest and they have no pet sec, and we still have bus running. We don't really get anything from the priest here, but it's not a big deal. So we still have double trinket. Now, anytime you're playing rogue mage, you want to use your bomb as good as you can, and you always want to use your double trinket in your bomb. So as you can see, he has no mark on me, so I can freely get around the area here. As a hunter, you always want your mark. So I actually stabbed him here on accident, really bad. I didn't know he had a bleed on him, and I also don't have stealth, so I had to vanish for it. So as you can see, I had the shadow strike. This is a dumb thing for this guy to do. He pre-feigns, but the problem is, like, nobody can see his HP now, so he's dead. So here, this is a little laggy, but I'm still going to post it regardless. So what we're going to do here is you always want to wait for the road to open. Now here, you can always do a plan. I know it's kind of, the frames are kind of bad, but I'm just going to take you through it. So sometimes when you're facing a bad, like a mage that's wanting to use cooldowns, you can grab the eyeball and then you can open on the rogue before he can open. So as you can see, I get the eyeball, and you want to be faster than I was right there. Like, you want to have your macro, like, if at an arena party, but we actually just take him out. As I said, it's little frames. We're going to save our backstep, so we're going to trinket and then backstep eviscerate, and then we kill him without using blades. We get a blades in the proc. So we're just going to let the frames go through this. As you can see, you can't really see much, so I'm just going to put the clip in just because we global him in the opener. This guy uses bust without, like, it was just an easy game for us. It took us, like, this game, which is exactly how it was. So an easy game. We're going to just vanish and all that. Okay, next game, easy. Next game here, Shaman Warrior. These guys were really goddamn geared, and we got lucky on this one. I think we got really lucky on our trinkets, and I think I played a little bit bad here. We'll see what happens. So what we want to do is sap the Shaman and then DB the Warrior. So we can't sap, so we're going to cheap shot. Our guy's going to DB the Warrior. He has to trinket there. So we get the sheep. We're going to bust on him. I disarm Blade Storm on accident because I saw his heal, but I forgot you can do it in a stun, so it doesn't even matter. We're going to try to keep getting pressure. I'm going to sap one more time. I'm going to also cheap shot one more time to get any more pressure. So we get rally here. As you can see, it kind of sucks. Our teammate's at 10%, and as you can see, he swaps me for a couple seconds, and I'm forced to Nelf away. So we're not in the best case scenario, but we got Trinket, so it's not like terrible. I 1v1. Now, the one thing about our gear is Vital can possibly just kill us both. Like, Vital 1v1s him, and the Warrior can just go me. So really, they can kill whoever they want. We actually DB Sheep here, and we get another opener. He trinkets. My guy has no block, and I have nothing. As you can see, I have 0 cooldowns. Honestly, this game was super close. This was probably the closest game we had this night. That we thought we probably should have lost. We just got really lucky with our trinkets, and basically what we're going to do here is we're going to blind the Shaman out off of his sheep, or just cheap shot, and then he sheeps here. Let's see what happens. So he's going to sheep. He actually gets double fear, so it's kind of bad for us. And honestly, as you can see, the trinkets kill him, so that's pretty funny. So the trinkets do kill him, and then we do get the W, so GG. I blind his ass for the good old-fashioned W. Here, you always want to go DH. I think I misplayed here. I was gonna wait for him to get the eyeball so we can get an extra shield, but you know, it is what it is. He could have pre-deathed me there. I backstep Kinney, but I forgot if you have evasion up, you can't backstep Kinney like DHs. So we're gonna swap on bust. Like I said, you never want to just go unfinished with your bust. Unfortunately, he does incap, so we don't get any pressure off on the priest, but it's not a super big deal. Um, there's a lot of priests playing Kyrian now, so they're actually going for a huge one-shot build. And honestly, it might be a really good build for Rogue Priest. So I was going to do Assassination Rogue, but I think I'm just going to go back to Sub. I honestly just enjoy playing Sub, and I think a lot of other people just like me playing Sub. And honestly, Assassination is just for complete scum. So I actually almost get global there. Cheat that literally saves my life. Literally. So what we're going to do here is put our food finally on the ground. So we're going to stab the priest that's going to come to us, and our guy's going to pre-DB. Unfortunately, he can't because the DH is coming fucking from around the corner hour. He actually does that. We're going to know he's going to trinket, so we're going to peel one more time. As you can see, we still have blades, so this is really good. We're in a good spot. So what we want to do is, all we really need to do is DB sheep, the priest, and then Kinney. So like right now, it's bad time to sheep, just because there's not much we can do, but we 1v1 anyway. and basically at this point in time, they're kind of just dead. I mean, we have cooldowns coming up, and they have nothing. I have blades. He has busts. You can see that's coming up. These guys just played way too much. They played way too aggressively to where we could just do whatever we want. We actually gonna sap this guy right here and then get the basically perfect opener. As you can see, this is bust, trinket, and blades, and look at our damage. So GG's. Thanks for watching, boys.